We are live. Oh,
Oh
excuse
my
me.
goodness!
Oh, goodness.
And I've already washed my mouth out with soap, and so that way we can have a nice clean game.
Hmm.
Your mouth will never be clean.
Exactly.
You're filthy. You were born in
Ah,
cesspools.
Gallons of scope could never
exactly.
clean your mouth.
You offend
Chris,
me,
you were
sir.
found. You exactly.
All right. So, does anybody have anything to say before we start?
I love you very, very much. And if a
Woohoo.
recap is needed, I can do a quick one.
A recap is always needed.
Nothing racist to say before we start.
There was
So after having a delicious breakfast in Darvon Avalane's plane, full of crackers and wonderful meat, we decided to head back to the material plane. Darvin opened a portal to the plaza in front of the Order Arcanum College of Magic, where we all arrived. We jumped through. Soren almost lost his tail. Again, we were right out front of the plaza in front of a fountain. Daravon told us that he was going to go inside the college and talk to Jazira. He was actually going to go in and get the promised purse that we were due for saving him. As he was walking up the steps, he kind of looked back and told us not to get into any trouble, which particularly upset Soren, who likes to get into trouble.
well, I mean, you know, in fairness, Soren is kind of a pissy bitch.
Oh wow!
Hey!
I
But that's
mean,
fair. That's
You're
fair.
talking to
That's
you're
fair.
talking to the hero of the flame here. Thank you. Whole,
Mhm.
whole song dedicated to me.
That's fair.
And
Literally, as
hero.
soon as he walked into the college, we were beset by assassins. I believe 5 on the ground, 1 on the roof, a couple
Two down
down
the alley.
down the woohoo, 2 down the alley. That's a pickup line for you. So
I wonder what that cost you on Harry Hines.
right out of the gate, Cole Fiery Buckle cast some sort of mesmerizing charm that caused 2 of the assassins, would-be assassins, to lose their minds and jump into the fountain.
And ironically, caused 2 more to appear.
Yeah, that's funny how that works. So I won't go through all the combats. It's important to know that Porka got his butt handed to him. Loomis did incredible feats of damage, cleaving assassins in multiple bits. Stokel saved the party initially. Soren did some insane damage with some really necrotic kind of magic spells. And
Enlighten.
we killed all of the assassins except for the 2 in the fountain, which we pulled out and smacked, I believe, in the back of the head with the palm of our daggers, because we couldn't stop the spell from going off.
That is correct.
And then Daravon came out of the college and kind of gave us a, oh gosh, what did y'all do? And that's where we ended.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Nice. Well done.
And Soren is casting shield.
Already,
but-
nobody preemptively.
No,
Hey,
no.
he's fragile. I don't blame him.
All right, let me find where we were. Looking through our maps, I can't remember exactly which map. There we are.
Every road breaks and runs, 'cause two got charmed and they're splashing just for fun. Their ambush has crumbled and their plans have gone astray. Yes, every road
You're gonna get us demonetized
is
so bad.
running away. There was poison used in the adventure, so I'm just running with what
Listen,
Thornton said.
listen. Like once a year, I get $50 from Twitch. Thereabouts.
Okay.
You're
Uh,
screwing with my income right
this-
now.
Oh wait. This is a legitimate cover, which I have the right to do. I own the rights to it. So
Yeah, that's
it's
the
all
thing.
yours.
Twitch doesn't
I
care.
don't. I know. Well,
They literally
would only
banned.
rec-
No, they banned a dude one time when he was playing his own song.
Oh no.
Like
Yeah.
literally, he was
Yeah.
the guy that like made the songs, and they banned him for playing them live. And then he sent them in a thing saying, "Oh hey, it's okay. These are my songs. I wrote them. I own this music." And they were like, "Nah, tough. Sorry. Yeah, you're playing copyright music on here. Goodbye." That actually happened.
Yeah, I believe it.
So, if we could refrain from that, any kind of
Okay.
original thing, that's great. But
Oh, that was
Except in the
original.
case of that one guy.
yeah, except for that guy. All right, so you've got your two hostages knocked out here. Darvon has exited the building. The doors behind him, leading into the headquarters of the Order Arcana, are still open. You see him now cast a spell. He's moving his hand. He's uttering words of magic. The two unconscious people behind you rise up off the ground and are levitated inside the building.
I'll go ahead and follow them.
That's gonna be some gimp stuff.
Okay, so Soren follows them inside. The doors close behind Soren and the the two unconscious assassins.
I knock on the door right away.
And Darvon is like, no, really, that was kind of a cool narrative kind of a thing we were going for.
Mr. Chan.
I guess you don't want what's in this pouch then.
Oh, we do.
Torka backs up a little. Torka looks left and right, kind of a little.
And, excuse me. Darvon throws the pouch over to you, Stokel. It is a medium-sized pouch with, it's quite heavy.
Okay. I'll catch it, check it out.
All right, so inside the pouch, there is what you would estimate to be 2,000 gold. And it's gold, it's not platinum. It's, it's not 200 pieces of platinum. It's looks like it's just about 2,000 pieces of gold. What was promised to you by Jereza's spell song. But
And I need for Soren and Stokel to go into initiative.
Oh no, it's okay. I got it. I got it on my character sheet, guys. Don't worry.
And in addition
Be
to
safe there.
Can I finish? Can I finish? In addition to the 2,000 gold, there is a ring, Stokel.
Okay. Can I tell what it does?
So you examine the ring, It appears to be made of very high quality silver, and around the stone, which looks like it might be topaz, it's kind of a clear stone, there are engravings of various forest animals. Bears, raccoons, birds, etc. You can give me an Arcana check, and the DC is going to be 20.
Ooh, not sure I can do that, but I'll do my best.
Hey,
Oh, ye of little faith.
and
So
you're almost within 10 feet of Torka.
that's not a saving throw. That's a skill check.
I know, I'm just being a dork.
Cole, based on your knowledge of magic, you think this might be a ring of animal friendship.
Okay. Torka, this ring in here seems to have something to do with animal friendship. Is that kind of your thing? Can you make use of this, or do you not really need it?
Well, I
Torka, it
mean,
sounds as if your friend is confusing you for a druid or a ranger.
yeah, I I do have the ability to always speak with animals.
Oh, okay. So it might
But
not be that useful for you then.
I don't know that uh, I don't know that we yeah I don't know.
Mm.
It seems that
So is that the same as friendship with animals? Because this ring looks kind of friendly.
Well, if you look in the compendium for ring of animal influence, it will tell you that this ring has 3 charges and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast one of the following spells: Animal Friendship, Fear, targeting only beasts that have an intelligence of 3 or lower, or Speak with Animals.
Hmm. Okay.
It also does not require attunement.
Nice. So we could all take turns and wear it on different days.
If that's the way you
But
want to roll, yes. Technically, that's a thing that could happen.
but I'll hold on to it unless anybody wants it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And with that,
I'll put
the
it on my
doors open back up, and you see some of like the a couple of the order mages that look. You guys have been inside here before. You've seen these guys. They walk around, like staff, like administrative staff, and they walk out with Soren, and they're kind of clapping him on the back and laughing, ha ha ha, and nodding. And then when Soren's outside, they go back inside, and the doors close again.
sheet.
and you hear the lock slam down behind the door.
And Darvon looks at the rest of you and says, "Once again, you have my thanks for rescuing me and getting me out of the Order Esoterica's clutches. All my best to you going forward in all of your endeavors." And he kind of puts his hand together, in front of his face, and kind of bows politely. And then you see him step inside.
Well, you're very welcome.
I'm gonna kind of look at my friends and say, I think we just got ghosted.
If you
Well,
would
we
like,
did
you
use
can
this
make an insight check.
Okay, while they do that, I'm gonna check to see if I can find any evidence from the the 3 dead assassins.
So you don't find any evidence on them. You do find between the 3 of them about 75 gold pieces
Oh,
and a couple of short swords, but that's about it.
nothing. Short swords look at it, just regular like short swords, or
They were coated with poison earlier, but I think most of you wound up taking most of that poison.
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm ready.
There was another short sword, but it's broken.
All right. You recording that, Soren?
Yeah, I'll
You're
record
gonna
the
carry
75
the
gold.
gold.
Sure, I'll take that.
That
I
is.
did make an insight check.
So you would not get the feeling that he's ghosting you, but he does seem like he's busy. You would assume, Torka, he's probably got to sit down with Teresa Spellsong and some of the other leaders of the Order Arcanum and give them a debriefing on what he learned of the Order Esoterica.
Okay.
Kind of like when they bring a spy back in, the spy doesn't go home.
Gotta debrief them.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. So Torka's gonna state the obvious and say, "Hey guys, we're standing around a bunch of dead assassins. Should we stay here or should we just go to the bar?"
Well, I definitely needed to get a rest in. I got my butt handed to me as well. I look just as rough as you do, pretty much.
Well, I could
Anyway,
use
you
a
got
beer.
help.
I feel like you look.
Yeah, I feel like yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the college has a place for us to stay.
They keep shutting their door on us. I'm not sure that they want us there. Maybe we just need to go back to one of our old haunts and rent a room and commiserate at the bar. A couple glasses of milk, Stokel, might make you feel like a new man.
I could go for that.
All
Give me
right.
some milk.
So, I'm going to put all of you over here together so I can copy and paste you more efficiently. Or copy you so I can paste you later.
Yikes.
Easy.
I stopped. I'm good at hitting the brakes. I tapped the brakes.
All right, so we'll go to this map of Donhold, which is where you currently are. So you guys
Oh,
are here at Building 8. Can everyone see that?
All right. Mm-hmm.
Now,
we can go over to my mom's.
the
Yeah,
from
that
where
was
you
really restful the last time we went there.
from where you are, the closest place to get a drink. I'm trying to think here.
I'm going to the Mermaid's Tavern.
Well, the Mermaid's Tavern is it's kind of it's equidistant. It's about this. It's a little bit further out than the old Barleycorn, but I mean it's really up to y'all. The jumping place, the place that most dudes would want to go is
Would be Stunties.
Stunty
Yeah.
Reds. Yeah,
Honey Reds.
It's always happening at Stunty Reds.
that's like
we-
like the Hooters of Donhold.
Have we been to the Mermaid's Tavern?
I
I
don't.
do
says
not
it has a
believe we
theme.
have.
I think you guys may have been to the old Barleycorn.
We've definitely been to Stunty Reds.
You've been to Stunty Reds in Limetown.
Oh,
this
he's
is-
franchised.
Yeah, this is Stunty Reds and Donhold.
Oh,
Ah.
interesting.
So it's
This
up
is
to
like
you.
Twin Peaks in Plano versus Twin Peaks in Louisville.
Yeah, I think
Judged by the merit of the waitress.
I've. I think we've only
Wow.
been to like a handful of places in Donhold. Uh,
Did the
and
Stunty Reds in Limetown have a place to sleep? Do you guys remember? Because
well,
Soren's
we
looking
can
pretty
go.
bad.
Yeah, we can stay at my mom's. We can go. There's. We can raid her cellar.
Refrigerator. The
Yeah, the
Stunty
refrigerator.
Reds, I
Air
think, was
conditioning.
I couldn't hear that.
Conditioning.
I didn't hear any of that. Y'all were talking over each other. I had
I said we
two
can.
questions asked at me,
My
but I
place.
didn't hear either one of them. So please ask them again one at a time.
Jonathan was making
I
a joke if it has air conditioning.
No,
That was his
yeah.
joke.
you're in a medieval fantasy world type setting. Central heating and air has not been developed yet.
Okay, but
You're
also
lucky to
last
have
time it was not super restful. The last time we tried to stay at the
Well, there was
Sorensen
a freaking
place.
demons there,
Yeah.
and
Now-
it
That's
got
the
we got
case.
taken care of.
Now, Stunty
We took care of
Reds
it.
does have rooms, but the rooms are for the working girls. If that makes sense. That's where the
15 minutes.
that's where the Red Tails will take their customers to spend some of the money that they've earned or won. The old Barleycorn is not an inn at all. It is just a pub. And number 10, the Mermaid's Tavern, that actually does have an inn along with the eatery downstairs. They do like seafood. They're very famous for their fried fish. Their battered fried fish and chips. And
fish and chips sound good.
so yeah. All right. Let me find that map. It has been ages since I have used that map.
But I mean, Torka's gonna ask his friends. I mean, do we want to go out for
Yeah.
a rager tonight, or do we want to go have a couple of beers and get a good night's sleep?
Well, like I said, Soren's looking pretty bad, so we should head for the night's
Eh.
sleep, and then if some of the rest of us want to sit around and drink, we could.
Yeah, I haven't had a rager in a while.
Well, why don't you come with me later, Loomis? I'm gonna have a rager at the church. I'm gonna pray over some of the lepers. We're gonna have a leper pray-a-thon tonight.
Oh, I thought you meant pray at the
Oh,
altar
yeah.
of the bar. Okay.
I'm right behind you after Loomis goes.
Torka and any other religion that might sound offensive to you, but you were raised by dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm trying to think who would. There are people in here, and I'm trying to figure out if they would actually be in here at this time, or if they would not be in here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, so you make the walk across town. It takes about a half an hour in the busy to navigate through the busy streets here of town. But you come across, you come up to the porch of the Mermaid's Tavern and Inn. You see a very old gnome asleep in a rocking chair up here on the porch. And you see
Oh
the
yeah,
door,
Admiral.
the door in front of you.
Torka's gonna start. Torka's gonna kind of nod his head at the old gnome in the rocking chair, and then
The old
walk
gnome does
in-
not see you. He is very visibly asleep.
Okay, and then Torka's gonna walk into the inn.
All right.
As
So
Loomis.
Torka and Loomis have walked inside.
Yeah, Cole's going to.
All right, so you have all come inside now. And as
As
you go ahead.
I was gonna say, as Torga's eyes adjust to the, you know, the whole bright sunny day outside and then the dark tavern, he kind of looks around and sees some pretty ladies, and Torga's gonna actually start walking over towards the bar.
Okay. So Torka
I'm gonna
starts.
look for the most. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm gonna look for the most comfortable chair in the entire establishment. It looks like this is a couch of some sort, right down here.
This is actually a fireplace.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's a fire.
knock on the
Oh,
door. Come on over
Warm
here.
buns.
Come over here, Soren.
Oh, you meant right here.
I got us the best table.
yeah.
Oh, no, this is a stage where
It's a stage. Oh, gotcha.
like sometimes in the evenings they'll have performers come in. So you guys head over to the. Well, one of you heads to the bar. One of you, or two of you, head to a back table. This waitress, who looked like she was walking over to you, goes about her business elsewhere. So Torka, you and Loomis go up to the bar. Soren, you and Cole go to a table. As you sit down at this table,
We don't have to split things.
I mean,
I'm gonna tap Loomis on the shoulder and say, I'm interested in hearing the stories of these people at the bar, but let's go sit with our friends.
All right.
I sink into my chair.
here I'll drag y'all around and put y'all into the chairs. So the server comes over and welcomes you to the Mermaid's Tavern. She asks if you'll be eating, and it's about lunchtime now. But she asks if you'd like something for lunch or if you're just here for a drink.
Oh, both.
Both.
A charcuterie, gravy, and mulled wine if you have it.
Milk for me.
Torka smacks Loomis on the shoulder and says, charcuterie and mulled wine. He's getting soft.
Yes.
I was beaten to a pulp.
So was
soft
I.
as everything. Yeah, exactly. You wear it well.
Dokel saved my ass.
So I have one charcuterie and mulled wine, milk, and for you two. And she looks at you, Torka and Loomis.
I will have an ale.
I will have an ale. And do you have any beef or pork bones that you're looking to discard? I'll pay for them.
Just the bones.
Yes, I am a turtle.
Uh-huh.
And,
I can check with the kitchen.
and do you have any liquor? Do they have out of character? Do they have whiskey?
Yeah, they've got like like any kind of bar you go to. Yeah, you can order
Okay.
things like whiskey.
And a round of shots of your best whiskey for us all.
We're doing Fireball.
Very well. So I have 4 whiskeys, a charcuterie, a milk, an ale, or no, pardon me, 2 ales, and any bones we have.
Oh,
Yeah.
mulled
Torka
wine.
just smiles real big and gives her a thumbs up.
All right, I'll be right back with you. And you see her head this way and go through the door. So she's going to be
If we
gone
stay
for a
here for
little
like
while.
if we're here for an hour, I'm gonna definitely do a short rest.
Torka is getting tired of listening to his good friend whine about his wounds, and Torka like gets up and walks around the table and just taps kind of like does the whole grab the side of my buddy's head and kind of put it into my chest and just, oh, buddy. And Torka heals Soren for 20 points.
So you give him a noogie and heal him with lay
Yeah,
on hands
exactly. That's
for
what I
40
was gonna
points. The healing
say.
Yep.
power of the noogie.
A loving noogie.
Nice.
Tired of hearing it. Loving noogie.
Wait. Oh, what's the name of the bar again? I'm sorry, or the tavern?
It's the Mermaid's Tavern and Inn.
I actually start perking up and sitting a lot. I'm not slouching in my chair anymore. I'm back to a semblance of my old self.
In the back of Torka's mind, he's like, what have I done? He might light this place on fire now.
A lot of wood.
Son of a gun.
So, after several minutes, the server comes back with a large tray. She sets down the charcuterie in front of you, Soren. It's got little deli slices of cheese, summer sausage, goat cheese, regular cheese, things like that. There's a
Good.
there's a small wheel of Havarti dill with some crackers.
Oh, I like crackers.
And she gives you your flagon of mulled wine. She gives
nice.
she looks at Cole and smiles daintily and hands him his milk. Then
Thank you,
she puts the 2 ales down in front of Loomis and Torka. She sets down the 4 ordered shots of whiskey. And then Torka, she puts a plate of bones in front of you that look like rib bones that have been, cleared off, probably for stew meat.
Hmm.
And they're, what looks like the middle bone out of a ham.
They look delicious. Torka just is visibly excited and just starts gnawing and cracking at those bones.
And then she says, "Yes, we hope you enjoy it. That'll be 3 gold."
Torka hands her
Oh,
5.
good.
Yeah, Torka's got the.
Good.
And she curtsies and says, "Thank you very much. If you need anything else, just wave at me."
We will. Don't. I'm sure that we'll need more. Buckle.
And with that, she heads back over here and kind of stands in the corner or against this corner.
Torka is enjoying his, cracking them and enjoying the marrow of the bones, but he reaches across the table towards Soren's charcuterie board,
Mm-hmm.
and Torka grabs a very pale cracker and dips it into his dark ale. Just dips it in and out. And then Torka enjoys eating the cracker.
Talking, which is actually unlike Soren to talk with his mouth full. He says, "Try the cheese," and then I spread some cheese onto a cracker and hand it over to Torka.
Thank you, Soren Lawrenson. This cheesy cracker is delicious.
All right. So while you're sitting down to eat, is there anything that you want to plan out for your day or anything
Well,
that
we were
the
gonna have
4
to.
of you need to discuss? Anything like that?
Well, Loomis grabs the shot and holds it up and says to us.
Yes.
To,
Pick up
to,
the
to
flagon.
Reginald.
And then he slams it down and then drinks it.
Who the hell is Reginald?
I don't know, but Cole felt they had to say that, so I'm just
It's,
honoring my friend.
it's what we called ourselves at one time.
Yeah, Torka does the toast as well, and
Uh, I forgot
uh,
about that.
we're going to need to
Uh,
re-provision here. And Torka kind of
Yes.
yeah,
looks
so
around and is hoping that no one else, that these bar girls aren't really listening. And Torka kind of raises the point that because no one else is role playing really well, but I'll role
Uh,
play real quick. Um, I'm not sure that I'm very comfortable uh, that we were not invited into the College of Magic.
oh,
I'm a little worried that we might be dispensable to them.
I was shuffled out there as fast as you can be. I was going to interrogate those assassins. I mean, what's the point in having them alive if we don't get to interrogate them?
Torka,
mhm.
with the 20 that you rolled earlier, you would guess that the order was keen to interrogate them themselves,
Hmm.
and also the fact that you realize that they probably wanted to get a debriefing from the guy they sent in as a spy.
Garavon, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, the guy we saved, and so I think Torka's feeling a little bit like, hey, we were your special forces James Bond guys here.
Is he feeling slighted that they got paid 2,000 gold?
It's not about the money. Torka doesn't care about the money.
Torka,
It's about the
these
respect or lack
yeah. Well,
thereof.
and I'm with you, Torka. You know, but these adventures of ours don't pay themselves, and so yeah, two for the amount of worry that we went through, 2,000 was very light indeed.
And that's
Uh,
okay. I mean, we saved a guy that needed to be saved.
oh, very much, very true, very true.
But
I mean, that part of
I
it
just
wasn't
feel
even
like we
hard.
did their dirty work. I
You
feel
guys
like we're
just kind of
Tonto here.
that part wasn't even hard. You guys just kind of buffooned your way through that.
It was everything. It was
Yeah.
all that leading up to that buffoonery. There was there was a lot of pounds of flesh that
The waste
that was
dragon.
lost. Yeah, the waste
Yeah.
dragon. Yeah,
Mhm.
the two rounds of fighting the general. I mean,
Well, now
we've was
the
it 3 rounds?
waste dragon was stuff you were going to do anyway because you were trying to
Oh, that's
find
true.
out. You were trying to get more of that Mithras material.
Oh, certainly, definitely.
That
Yeah, but Torka's feeling like we were a bit used, we were talked into doing their dirty work for free.
I mean,
Like we're maybe a pawn in somebody else's game.
they did pay you literally like 500 gold each.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But again, it's not the money.
All right.
And they gave you a
Yeah.
magic ring.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's a
pointing out
wonder.
because you were like, oh, they used us for free. I'm like, well,
No, 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 no.
they did
I,
pay. Point of
Okay.
parliamentary
Wonder-
procedure. They
I
they did provide you know
I mean, Stokel can now summon squirrels. That's cool.
Okay, he's gonna put the ring on, kind of put it, lean forward toward the center of the table so that he can whisper without anybody overhearing. Cole's gonna say, "So, what do you think our play is from here? Because we know that the general is shacking up with the head of the Roville family, and pretty much every time we've tried to bargain with her or make any kind of deal with her, we get double crossed or rejected. So we know that she's our enemy, and we also know that Shaldor is our enemy.
mhm.
Where do you guys think we should go from here?
Well, I think Shaldor is going to make himself known. We have no leads on how to track him down. We at least have the means to combat him. But what we could do is we can definitely take the fight to uh,
The general.
The general by going to Rowville Manor. Seems that that's a place of refuge for them, and I have
Hmm.
no problem with having another round with them. We can go to the uh, we could probably get transported back over to that area, and then we can probably go to Rowville Manor and go for and fight them on their turf.
I'm up for that.
What do you
Well,
think, Loomis?
I think that's a great idea. I follow you guys anywhere.
All right,
I,
so the
All right.
plan is to try to find transport and head back to the Tri-Town, Limetown area.
mhm.
So
Hmm.
you can go back to Rowville Manor and see if you can find any trace of the Order Esoterica there. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think we can go to the
Yeah.
college and they can transport us there. I would think.
You can go at the Order Arcanum. There is a
Yeah.
teleportation circle that is open to the public, but it does cost 50 gold per person. But that can get you transported back to the
Mm.
college over in Arcadium. That's east of Limetown.
Hmm. Maybe Teresa will waive that cost for us
Should we
since we're on a mission.
resupply here
Yes, we can.
before we go there, or
I think that's a great idea.
I need potions
Same here.
and crossbow bolts?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
All right.
So I'm going to put down. I'm writing down your busy agenda here. Hang on.
And after we have our rager, we should have a night's rest. Um, are we dividing up that 2,000?
no. Soren has somehow
I'll
already
just
gotten
carry
it
it for
all.
you.
Cole's got it all, but Cole can buy all the potions that we need.
Okay, very well.
All right. So the plan is drink a lot, spend the
Uh-huh.
night, and then get up in the morning, resupply, and then go to the Order Arcanum to teleport to Arcadium.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Is this
Yes.
what I'm hearing?
I suggest we go stay at my mother's manor.
Aldor may find us there.
That's okay. We want Chaldor to find us, and
I don't want
we're
her to
ready to
wreck your
go.
mama's house, though.
Just saying.
That's a mess.
All right.
So is
Yeah,
that
it wasn't that restful last time, but I'm up for that.
is that the plan? You want to go and spend the night with Soren's mom?
Yep, spend at my mom's
Oh
place.
Oh, God. Yep,
no,
Sure.
we're
that's
we're
my
not done
plan.
drinking.
So you want to get drunk and then head over to the rich district?
Okay, maybe we should
uh,
We
stay here.
just
I
I mean,
just
got.
want to
wait.
sleep.
we'll stay here. We'll
We
stay
Yeah,
here.
I'm going to
drink,
spend the night
rest,
at
resupply,
my mom's house.
teleport.
yeah, we just got back from weeks of slaying beasts and
He's clearly
assassins.
okay with reptiles, so I'm going to Soren's mom's house.
Okay, so I've heard one of you, I think, say that you're staying here. Was that you, Cole?
Well,
I think
I'm up for whatever, but I thought the plan was stay here,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
um, rest, then resupply, then look for a teleport.
Soren
well,
I
we're
agree
gonna
really,
with
get,
that.
really, really, really wants to go back to his mom's house.
No,
He
I
has
agree with
but
that.
it's okay.
he
All
has
right, we'll do
mentioned it
that.
twice.
Since you guys are planning on, definitely tying one on, we definitely don't want to go to my mom's place. So yeah, we'll stay here at these digs if you guys want to party.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
so
need to go to your mom's.
the plan is to just get drunk here, spend the night at the inn, and then do all your stuff tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this what I'm hearing?
And Loomis
Okay.
demands a song from Cole.
All right, hang on. Hang on. We'll let me put this down in order. Oh. All right, so that's the order of business. Torka, you
Yep.
currently have a bardic inspiration that would have worn off by now, so I'm going to take that off of you. All right, so yeah, tell me how you guys get drunk. Well, what do you guys? What is your booze of choice?
Loomis
I
asks for another round of whiskey for everyone here, and another round of drinks.
All right, what were you saying,
cool.
Soren?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll definitely do mulled wine and wink at waitresses all night long.
All right. So, between the four of you drinking over the next, we'll say 3 hours, 4 hours, we're looking at a bar tab probably of 5 more gold.
Not for the 5 gold, but Cole's gonna offer to, he's gonna use his by popular demand feature and sort of offer to play music for the night in exchange for our bar tab and a place to sleep.
All right. The waitress tells you that to make that kind of deal, you'll have to go talk to Brenda, who is the halfling girl here behind the bar. She is, as it turns out, she's told, or the waitress has told you that Brenda is the owner and operator here.
Okay. Cole will stagger his way over there.
Literally stagger.
Just trying to be immersive here. And he's gonna say, hey, my friends and I, we run out a bit of tab here, and we need a place to stay. We can pay that, no problem. Not looking to cause any trouble, but if you were interested in someone, entertaining the crowd for a few hours, then I'd be willing to. You might have heard of me. I'm one of the heroes of Crossington. I've sung about it kind of around the area.
Cole Friary buckle, everybody.
Give me a persuasion check. But
Okay.
give me the persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm in easy mode, so I can't choose disadvantage, but it's gonna roll 2.
All right.
Um,
So, with disadvantage, you get a 20. And you say that you're Cole Fiery Buckle, and when you say that, the owner cocks her head sideways and kind of looks at you and says, I've heard Cole Fiery Buckle, one of the heroes of Crossington, is a tabaxi.
I know. Trust me. I am coming to the conclusion that I'd like to be a Tabaxi again, but through some misadventures in Mutazka, this is the way I am. But trust me, my voice is the same, and I can still sing for a crowd.
And she looks over at the dwarf that's sitting there at the bar, and she's like, what do you reckon? You in for a show?" And the dwarf looks over at the adolescent lizard folk. It's like literally like a baby lizard man. And
A grung?
we groon. That's how you say that. We groon. And
We
you see
grew.
this blonde dwarf look over at the little lizard man and go, "Well, what do you think? We groon? You want to hear songs?" And the lizard man just kind of chirps at him and then continues eating a cookie. And then the dwarf looks over at Brenda and says, "I might as well. They're here. They might be good. Who knows? Is it the lot of you? What do you call yourself? The wee lads?" And he points over to the
It's,
other to your friends at the other table, or is it just you?
they're legendary warriors, and I just sing about them.
Oh, all right. Well, then let's hear your songs. And Brenda
I'll
says,
be right
"Yeah,
back. Sorry.
Brenda says, "Yeah, that sounds fine. Maybe people will hear it from outside. If it's any good, maybe they'll filter in."
Oh yeah, they'll be here. Okay, so Cole makes his way over to the stage. This is the stage up here?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he's gonna take his place, get his loot out,
Whoa,
tune
whoa,
up his
whoa!
loot.
This is a family place.
Excuse me while I whip this loot out.
uh, yeah, so he's gonna tune up and warm up. Maybe give them a rendition of Too Much Gold to Hold, and maybe some Hero of the Flame, things like that. Uh, we saved the city from undead gnolls,
We
something
set
like that.
this city.
Lauren had a dragonborn son, and they called him
Ooh, and the Hero of
Lauren's
the Flame.
son. And the son of Lauren's son was a
I like how
real
you're
son
singing this
of
song, and you wrote a
Lauren's
song
son.
about a dude that killed you later.
Legend,
Soren, does
legendarily.
that make you feel bad sometimes, like when he sings "Hero of the Flame," and then you realize what a good friend he is, and how you contributed to his death in hot,
Didn't contribute.
godforsaken jungles?
He just did it.
Oh, damn it! He's not even here. He left.
He stepped away.
Chris had his AFK. That's awful. All right, Cole, give me a performance check, not a disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay,
27.
so yeah, performance is going pretty well because you have a stupid high bunch of modifiers for performance. But
Because he's a bard.
yeah, now the reason you had disadvantage on the persuasion check was one, you were very drunk and you staggered over to the bar.
Yep.
Number
Makes
two,
sense.
when you were one of the heroes of Crossington, and you know when your songs became part of when you guys had your your Possum Kingdom moment there at Crossington, you were at Tabaxi.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
now when you got up on stage and you were going to perform, then you being drunk didn't really matter anymore. I mean, how many lead singers and how many rock bands have performed drunk?
Never happened. Never happened.
So yeah, and while you're performing your songs, it does bring in a bigger crowd. The tables begin to fill up, and people aren't just getting drinks; they're ordering fish for dinner. There's lots of battered fish and hush puppies being bandied about and carried out in chips, fresh chips.
I order some of that.
All right,
Smells good.
The best kind.
It smells great.
warm fish salad. What?
It's delicious.
So, um, yeah, Cole, you play for a few hours. You guys watch Cole play. Soren, Loomis, and Torka. All three of y'all give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh,
Alrighty.
the warm fish salad is been a little too warm. Damn.
All right, one Constitution saving throw. Don't have my damn glasses on. There we go.
Jeez.
All right, Loomis, you've been drinking a lot.
Lorenzen.
You've been drinking a lot, but you're holding it down pretty well. You
All
get a
right.
little. There's a couple of moments where you're like, "Oh God, I'm gonna hurl," but then you're able to fight it back. You
All
guys
right.
can even see like there's a couple times when like Loomis closes his mouth and looks kind of sheepish, like like some shit's about to go down, but he manages to keep his composure. Soren, you could probably drink until 2 or 3 in the morning. Torka, Torka Galu,
I am within 10 feet of myself.
you are, and so at one point you were pretty sure you were about to, spew partially digested bone all over this table. But
Chicks love that,
you managed to fight it back. Cole, you can see that your friends are in their cups, as the parlance goes. But Cole, you're not doing much better. People have been buying you drinks while you've been performing. Give me a Constitution saving throw, Cole.
Ooh, okay. And
Ooh, an 11.
I'm
So as you're bowing,
not 10 feet from Torka.
and people are clapping for you, you dip your head for the final bow, and sure enough, oh, here it comes. You make a mess all over the floor.
Like a true rock star.
Mhm.
Housekeeping.
And
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'll get
this
over there. I'll clean it up.
serving girl comes over and just looks down, and she's like, "Oh God," like
Not
she's
again.
yeah, she's just oh goodness.
Press the digitation to save the day.
Well, Loomis stands on his chair and applauds loudly and roars, when Stokel falls and throws up everywhere. And he's motioning for everybody to join. Applause.
Loomis pulls out his iPhone 14 and films.
So yeah, Loomis, give me a persuasion check.
Okay. There's the persuasion. There it is. Oh,
So yeah,
Nice.
so you standing up and clapping actually gets other people standing up and clapping. And it's kind of a slow clap at first, like "Yay for the pukey guy," but then more people
I'm
get
cleaning
into
them
it.
up.
And yeah, the serving girl looks very grateful to you, Soren, and she curtsies, and then she heads back to check on the other tables.
Loomis saves the day.
After cleaning up the stage in Stokel, I give Stokel a shoulder to lean on as I bring him back to the table.
Lean on me when
While he
you're
waves
not
to his gracious
strong.
crowd.
All right, so you guys head back to the table. The crowd is thinning out now. Some of the serving girls have gone home. And the dwarf
I'll,
and his wee lizard man Charge head off to where the rooms are. You would assume that they're calling it an evening. The halfling barmaid is cleaning glasses behind the bar, but it looks like everybody's breaking down and getting ready to call it a night.
I tip our waitress 10 gold.
Oh
Jeez.
Jesus, that's
My
more
God.
money than some people see in a year in this game. For a commoner. Yeah, she lights up. She's like, "Oh, thank you very much."
Is
Like,
there
do I
any
look like that kind
information
of
we
girl?
might get?
She's like, I can buy that new armoire I was looking at. Thank you.
Hand
she-
my children out of slavery.
And she curtsies, and you see her head to the back. And then the bartender calls out, "You four, were you staying here?"
Yes. I thought that was what Stokel was putting that in. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing, Cole?
Oh, I was talking to the group and wondering, is there any information that the barmaids might be able to give us? Is there something we're needing to know?
No, I can't think of anything.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're staying here.
do they have vacancy for us? We didn't ask.
True.
You guys are like, "Yeah, we'll just sleep here. I just to get drunk."
The head on the table. Uh-huh.
Yep, could be a short-sighted mistake. So you got rooms for us for the night?
Who are you asking?
The barmaid.
I guess I'll go ask Brenda.
Okay. So you stumble your way back over and ask Brenda, and Brenda says that they do have rooms. She does say, however, that they're nice rooms, but they only have 2 rooms left, but that they are large beds that can accommodate 2 people. And because they've only got the 2 rooms for the 4 of you, she's willing to do it for half price, so it'll only be 2 gold for the 4 of you for the 2 rooms.
All right.
Okay. All right, we'll take it.
All right, she tells you, she points in this direction, back here to this door. And she tells you it's through that door, up the stairs, and it's the 2 rooms, the first 2 rooms on the right.
Cool.
Okay, and I'll mention to her that we've been at odds with the general, and would she happen to know anything that might be useful to us?
And when you say the general, she gets a look of fear on her face, and she goes, "Oh, whoa, we don't want trouble with the silver shields out here. We
Oh
we
yeah.
we have a lot of them as customers."
Okay.
And
We'll
you
keep
and
our
you
heads down.
and so when you say silver shields, you realize she's talking about the actual fighting force for Simmerlin. It's like the Simmerland army.
Oh, no. We don't have any problem with Simmerland. It's the Order Esoterica that we've
And
been at odds with.
she gets a curious look on her face, but she said, "I've not heard of them."
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, thank you for the rooms.
Yes. Have a good night's sleep. And she goes back to cleaning.
I'll return to the guys and I'll point for them. Hey guys, it's over this way. We've got a couple of rooms. It's
she pointed to
not luxury.
To the door. These are comfortable level rooms. So it's like staying at a Holiday Inn Express, but you have to double up.
Yeah, we'll have to share a bunk each, but it's better than
I
sleeping
think we should all
outside in the
do.
woods. We've done that before.
I think we should all do a D4 and figure out who's sleeping with who.
Okay, let's do it. What is it? Highs and lows.
Yeah, the first 2,
Yeah,
and then the 3, and then the lower 2. All right, so
All right,
1
come
and
on,
2.
Torka.
So that's Soren and
Soren and
Torka,
I,
and Loomis and Cole.
the lizard bros.
Exactly.
All right, warm-blooded broom. Let's go. Follow me.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you're split up by reptiles and primates.
Mhm.
All right, so pretty uneventful night. It's a comfortable sleep. The beds are very comfortable.
We're actually on a hot rock.
Yeah, right.
Got some
Sorry,
hay in.
I
You got
couldn't
some
help
hay
it.
in there.
You're not at a day spa, Chris said. But it is a comfortable night's sleep. You get all your hit points back. You get half your hit dice back. You get all your spell slots, etc. back.
Woohoo.
And
Dang.
in the morning, oh, I'm sorry, Torque is typing. We'll all wait. Ah, yes.
Yeah, that was worth waiting for.
So in the morning, you are awakened by the smell of. Oh, let's think here.
Please don't say quiche. Please don't say.
No, it's
Please don't say quiche.
Please say quiche.
it smells like fried bread with sweet icing on it. Maybe
Mm.
it's basically a donut.
Cool.
So yeah,
Cool.
what do you guys do?
Come
I
on
go eat
down.
the donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go and eat.
go eat.
Time to eat the donuts.
And you find out that the donuts are actually complimentary.
Oh. It's like a Hampton then.
They're
Continental
all
breakfast.
they're all laid out over here. There's different types. There's ones that have frosting on it that taste like chocolate, which is a big delicacy from the southern continent, from Luteska, where you guys were.
Right,
Uh-huh.
the first employee I see, I hand 4 silver pieces to. I'm just excited about these.
It's the same woman that waited on you last night,
Oh, poor thing.
and she curtsies
She's
and
got a new
she's like,
artwork.
"Thank you very much."
Thank you. Thank you
Let
very much.
let me know if there's anything else that you want. We've got some more coming out that are maple flavored.
Oh, you guys want ham and a ham bone? Point at Torka on the ham bone.
I mean, that sounds delicious, but I'm more interested in these soft, delicate, sweet little buns.
Well, the thing is, as much as
And
there's,
family friendly, family.
you have to understand that that brown sugar only goes so way, so far. So
Torca's
it's
about
gonna.
12 in. Torca's just, they're
Well,
bite size. They're
three.
delicious.
Can you please get us 3 plates of ham and my
Any,
friend the ham bone and
any sausage to go with these sweet buns.
I got ham coming.
God Almighty!
Is there a cracker in the house? I would enjoy a cracker with these sweet buns.
And she says, "Yes, I can. We can accommodate you. Yes." And you see her head back into the kitchen. At one point, she comes back out of the kitchen, but she's not carrying y'all food. She's carrying 2 more trays filled with donuts. One plate looks like it's like a light brown, and the other one looks like they have some sort of pinkish icing on them. So they are
Oh.
basically. She's brought out maple donuts and strawberry donuts, and she goes back into the kitchen. And after a few minutes, she comes back out with plates of ham, a plate with a ham bone on it, and a plate with 3 thick sausages that are kind of like Earl Campbell hot links.
Mm. Beef, pork, and chicken product.
Thank
Yes.
you, my lady.
And she nods and she's like, "Yes, you're welcome." And then she heads back into the kitchen.
I'll definitely go after the chocolate glazed
All right.
pastry.
I'm gonna have a strawberry one, and then I'm gonna pick up the ham with the ham bone in it.
All right. While you're eating, the dwarf and the small lizard folk boy make their way down from their room and help themselves to some donuts. They sit down at the same place at the bar, and you see the halfling girl, the owner that you saw last night. She's been picking out a plate of eggs and a biscuit. But you see her when these two come down. She goes to the back and she gets a plate of hotcakes and syrup and brings them out and puts them down in front of the wee Grun, the little lizard folk boy, and he just starts chowing down on his pancakes.
I mean, how little is he? Is he like Chihuahua or is he
He's
Beagle?
like Emmanuel
Beagle.
Lewis.
Is he like Beagle?
He's
He's like Emmanuel Lewis.
He's like Webster. Yeah, he's like TV's Webster.
Okay. Okay. Trying to build it in my head.
He's very cute though, and he wears he's actually wearing human clothes, like he's a proper
Does he do little tricks?
Maybe a little one-liner.
No,
What you talking about?
he's he's actually he's an actual humanoid. He's not a pet.
What you
Is he
talking
like
about,
Mr.
Brago?
Poopy Butthole? Hey guys.
Loomis, what did you say?
Hey, what's that? What you talking about, Brago?
Oh no. They don't have a catchphrase. Torka, without an insight check, you would guess that the wee lizard folk boy is probably the adopted kid of the dwarf. Like the dwarf is like his patron, mentor, father, etc. Much like you had when you lived amongst the dwarves.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Torka.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah,
may-
cool.
maybe you can go see if they know anything about the Order Esoterica. Something we could use.
I mean, I kind of just want to go pray to Morden and then go talk to them about raising a good kid, but yeah, I guess I'll go see if they know anything. So Torka finishes his 17th glazed donut, maple donut now. And he's
Give
gonna.
me a Constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
A pancreas check.
Yeah.
An insulin check.
Excellent.
Nice. 13.
Okay. You are a little nauseous from the sickness or from the sweetness of the donuts, but you're not diabetic.
I'm not full on.
All right. So you walk up to the dwarf. He looks at you as you walk up and nods. Hello there.
Master Dwarf, let me buy you an ale.
It is 8 o'clock in the morning, but
But he's a
Even
dwarf.
dwarves.
but I
Even
yeah,
dwarves have their standards.
but I am a
It's
dwarf.
it's an hour past drinking time then.
Certainly, you may buy me an ale. And Brenda, the halfling bartender, looks a little, she does kind of a double take, but she's like, "All right," and she looks at you, Torque, and she's like, "For you."
I I throw the money across the bar, and I start telling him how it's really cool to see him raising a young reptilian wee, not unlike I was raised by dwarves.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hey man, give me a little love on this, cause Lord knows
Oh,
I'm talking from the heart here.
Ooh,
so
none needed.
yeah,
What do we think? 2 gold for this? 1 gold for the 2 ales? What are we thinking?
no. For just a couple of ales, it's probably only like 5 silver.
Okay.
So yeah, you hand the money over to her, and he says, "Oh, where do you hail from?"
Well, I tell him because I don't remember, but I'm a child of Morden.
You're from
Uh,
Avalane, which is our
I'm
world's
from
equivalent
Abilene.
of Great Britain. Ah, yes, I've not ever traveled across the sea over there to Abilene.
It's beautiful. A bit wet, a bit dreary, but that's how we like it, us
I
dwarven folk.
I myself am from the dusky plains and the dry prairie of Texona,
A sturdy one.
or not Texona, Zaytona.
A sturdy dwarf, indeed. Tell me how you found your youngling.
Well, and he kind of looks over at Weegroon, and then he kind of leans into you and says, "Well, my friends and I at the time, we were waylaid by lizard folk, and we had to defend ourselves. After the fight, we found their camp, and we found Weegroon over here. He surely would have perished if we had not taken him under our charge. When the company disbanded, I took Weegroon with me.
That is very, very noble of you. At some point, I will take a wee groon.
He's a good lad.
I was raised by your folk, and at some point, I will raise uh, someone that is lost in battle, a youngling like that.
Yes, it is the way of things.
Mm. And Torka holds up his ale stein to kind of do a skull with Brago.
Yeah, so you and Brago Brewhammer, he does introduce himself eventually. Share a toast, and Weegroon just sits there snacking, on his pancakes, going to town, kind of making a mess of himself. There's butter and syrup all over his face, all over his little claws. He ain't
He's
gonna
probably got a couple little trading cards in his pocket,
probably, yeah.
a dice or two.
So, is there
Uh,
anything else you want to ask him?
now, what befell your party? What brought you here?
Oh, well, I've lived here in Donhold for some time now. And he points over at Brenda. Brenda and I are engaged. We've been together for a while after she bought this place from the Admiral. So I pretty much just sort of stick around here, and sometimes I'll head back home to Zatona to Junction Point, and then off to the throne of King Jimbeard.
King Jimbeard. Tell me of him.
He's the king of the Gemfall Mountains in Zatona.
Honest dwarf?
Yes, I think so. I don't always see eye to eye with him, but he's a good dwarf. He's a good king.
That is fair.
Loomis, you start coming around the bar, and the
Yeah, I'm
bartender
trying
looks
to
at.
just come to the end. Yeah, I won't. I'm trying to come to the end,
Okay.
not over here. More here, but it won't
Yeah.
work.
Prego, let me introduce you to some of my friends. This is Stokel Firebuckle, Soren Lawrenson, and Loomis.
Nice to meet you.
And he just sort of nods to each of you in turn. Good to make your acquaintance as well.
And everyone say hi to Wee Grim.
Hello, Weegrim.
Hello, we grew.
And yeah,
Hello,
the
Grimace.
little lizard boy looks up and kind of waves back. His hands are just dripping with syrup and butter, and they're caked in pancake, little pancake bits. He looks very pleased with himself though. And the dwarf looks back at you and says, "That's his way of saying hello." Yeah, he
Ah,
doesn't.
he's a happy boy.
He's not learned his words yet, but we're working on it. I we grun, and you see the little lizard folk boy nod.
And Loomis says, I'll have what he's having.
And Brenda says, all right, yeah, give me a minute. And you see her head back off. She comes back to the kitchen. She comes back out and she says, yeah, it'll be just a couple of minutes.
Thank you.
They have to make them, they're made from batter. So they have to actually prepare the batter first.
No rush.
Bada boy. What, tell us of the battle that, brought you and we Groon together.
Well, it was back in Zaytona. There's a small marsh there off of the sides of King Jim Beard's Mountain. We were patrolling it. We're doing a scouting mission. We didn't know that there would be lizard folk in that area. Lizard folk are not necessarily aggressive, but they are territorial. We do not speak their tongue, they do not speak ours, so when we came across them, they ambushed us. Some of our patrol, some of our brothers were cut down, but we gave back better than we got. We are dwarves after all. He looks at you, Torka.
Yeah.
And
I do the whole nodding.
so
Clearly, I understand.
we cut them down like ripe wheat. And then that's when we tracked them back to their camp, or tracked their tracks back to where their camp was, and that's where we found Weegroon.
He's lucky to have you.
Well, I would say so. If we hadn't taken him back with us when we found him, Morden knows what would have happened to him.
Then I just nod.
Soren nods.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As does Loomis.
If there's anything else you want to ask him, this is a good time.
Do you know anything about the Order Esoterica?
And when you say that, he gives you kind of an alarmed look. Cole.
Oh yeah, I know. We've had our run-ins with them.
Oh, I've heard of them. They've troubled some of my friends before, who work trade routes between here and Limetown, along the King's Road. They've been seen as far or as close by as Meadowmirth. Sound like real pieces of work. Very pushy and aggressive. I've not come across them in my travels, but I have heard of them.
Yeah, we're looking to put a stop to them, but just looking for any intel we might could use.
Where have you run into them?
Oh,
Where have
all
we?
around
All over.
on this plane and others.
Whereabouts, though, in Simmerland?
Uh, well, in the Tri-Town area.
Yeah, so you have encountered them mostly in that region. And so when you say that, he looks a little bit more alarmed because that's even further east than he had said, because he had said Meadowmirth, which is west of Limetown.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, that is troubling. It seems like they're getting closer and closer to Dawnhold.
Yeah, Rowville Manor, places like that.
And he looks like he's thinking about something. Well, I'll All the best of my luck to you then. If you've already tussled with them before, how effective are they in battle?
Well, that's a good question.
Troublesome, I would say. Very troublesome.
We're not dead yet.
Got to keep your eye on them.
General always seems to get away from us.
The general, their leader.
Yeah, General.
Yes.
Yeah, General Tamarov. Tamarov.
He is very feisty.
Well, I'll certainly be careful if I encounter them. Although I still think we're probably safe here in Dawnhold, but if I'm ever out in the wild, roaming from point A to point B, I'll definitely be on the lookout, and we'll be ready. Won't we, Regroon? And he looks back over at the lizard boy, and the lizard boy's like, "Grr." He makes a mean face. "Grr."
What are your plans for the future, Brago?
For the future, meaning the rest of my days, or
The
later
short
this
term, the
afternoon, or
the rest of the year.
well, eventually, Brenda and I will settle down. I think she wants to get married in the fall. And then he looks over at Brenda, and Brenda just kind of nodding her head. Yeah, that it'll be long enough then. Yeah, that sounds about right. And he's like, yeah. So, past that, I guess whatever Brenda lets me do.
Okay, then. You're not planning on traveling far.
No, if I do, it'll be back to Zatona. But I'll take a ship probably. Anything's from I'll take a ship maybe to Limetown and then take the airship over there to from the rest of the way.
Very well.
And he nods, yes. And the waitress brings out your pancakes, Loomis, sets them
Okay.
down at the bar, and then she heads back.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, busy day planned, have you?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, hell
We
yeah.
need to.
We need
Shall
to
we?
resupply.
Shall we go to the apothecary?
Yeah, we probably better
You want?
pick a few things up, run some errands.
Have you been to Downhill before? Have you spent much time here in the past?
We have.
Okay, then you know where you're going. I don't have to direct you anywhere. Very good.
Well, if you have a proprietor that you can recommend.
Well, if you're looking for just basic gear and supplies, you can go
Potions.
to the Simmerlin Outfitters. But if it's and he kind of gets a disgusted look on his face. If it's spell things you're needing, then the Dwemery is where you'd want to go. Yeah, and you guys have already been to the Dwemery. You bought
Yeah.
potions and things there.
Mhm.
But it sounds like you know where you're going.
All right.
And Torque, he looks at you and kind of slaps you, heartily on the upper part of your turtle shell. And my friend, it was good to meet you.
It was great to meet you as well.
If you're back in Donhold, you must stop in again and see us.
Aye.
All right. We head out.
Let's.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. We'll have you start at the Dwemery first. Let me get over there and make sure you guys are on here. Yeah, you guys are still there. So you get to the Dwemery. You walk in. You see the same gnome that was there the last time. you were there. The gnome, remember, he's got like a lot of bling, like a lot of gold jewelry and things like that. And he's like, "Ah, it's you again. How are you?"
Hello,
We're
hello.
good.
Very well.
May we please look to getting some potions of healing, please, for starters.
What grade?
Um, I guess um,
Are you looking for like
uh,
the just regular over the counter stuff,
Greater.
or are you looking for something harder?
I'll
Greater or harder?
I'll take some basic stuff too. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, give me just a minute. I'm gonna have to pull out. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to pull out a chart here, or some not a chart, but some things. All right. So he tells you, well, if you're looking for the greater stuff, you say, or higher, is that correct?
Well, I'll take some of the basic stuff as well.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, exactly what is it that you're looking for? I mean, we've got all of them in stock. Why don't you just tell me how much of each you're needing?
Well, what's the higher stuff that you have? What how much is that? I just need to get a cost on this.
Well, we have potions of greater healing. We've got 5 currently in stock right now. The graders are 300 gold. We've got superior potions of healing. Those are, of course, a grade above the greater. And he kind of, shrugs with his hands, like it's kind of self-explanatory. Um, and he tells you those are 750 gold, and that they have the highest grade, the supreme quality, which are 1,500 gold.
And on the just a regular potion of healing, how much is that again?
For the common grade, for the tier 1 grade, it is those are 50. Those are 50 pretty much universally.
Okay. Uh, can we, if you, gentlefolk, I'm thinking we need to try to go ahead and get 4 of the regular common potions of healing and go ahead and buy his 5 potions of greater healing. What do you guys think?
Up to you.
I think
I
probably just greater ones. If we got all
Well,
greater ones.
well, potions of healing, common ones, they still come in pretty helpful. When we just need to revive somebody pretty quickly. So I always find them to be quite useful in that regard.
Okay. Suit
well,
yourself.
how much are they, sir?
And
So
so he runs down the
50,
he runs down the
yeah,
price levels again for the second time. He tells you that the first level, just your regular over the counter, oh, I need some aspirin stuff, is 50 gold per. The ones that are grade above that are 300. The next grade is 750, and then the highest grade, the superior potions of or I'm sorry, the supreme potions of healing are 1,500 each.
so I think we should get at least,
I will
well,
put that in chat
Cole,
for you.
yeah, Cole. I think we should definitely get, everybody should at least have one common potion of healing, just to help revive somebody, quickly in a fight. Uh,
Okay.
and then,
All right.
but the greater healings, the, your call. I could
Okay. So
you have most of the
okay.
money.
I don't
You
have
have
very
like
much money either. I have
Well,
500 and a
all right. I'll buy these rounds with the money that we all got from rescuing Garavane.
And he
So
and he
we
tells
can
you that
we can.
they're pretty well stocked on the common ones, but the graders and above, they have 5 each of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's start with 4, one each of the regular potion of healing. So everybody has to write that on your character sheet and tell me that you're doing that, and I'll mark off
Okay.
the gold. So potion
How
of
ma-
healing, one potion of healing.
I'm
Okay,
doing
gotcha.
that.
Do I
Cool.
have to drag
Okay,
that over from
and
the
that's
compendium or?
I didn't. I just typed
No,
it in.
you can just type in potion of healing. It's
Okay.
all run off of a macro anyway, so it's not something you're going to click on from your inventory.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm marking off 200 gold for those 4. We
Gotcha.
each got 1.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Now the greater healing, I think we should buy all 5 of what he has, and
Okay.
somebody gets 2 of them. Who wants
I'll
2?
I'll take 2.
Okay, so everybody else take 1
Okay.
potion of greater healing. Those are 300 times 5 is 1500. I'm marking that off in gold.
Got it.
Would you be interested in Garisto?
And then the question is,
Go ahead.
do we want any superior healing?
Should they all weigh 1?
Yeah, they're all just
Is that what the second column is?
yeah,
Which we've
that's,
never
yeah, that's fine.
carried, I don't think.
They're all just one's fine.
But I can afford 1. No, we've already. Well, not quite. We have 500 left, so not enough quite for 1
Well, you guys got
superior
5,000 gold.
from our
Am I
recent
muted?
earnings.
Can y'all not hear me?
But I'd like to buy 1
I can
anyway,
hear-
so I'll
No,
buy.
I don't think
can
Jonathan
hear
can hear you.
Really
superior
quiet.
healing.
Stokes, can you hear us?
And I can afford 1 more if somebody really wants 1.
Jonathan,
I
can
think-
you hear us?
Plus, you can pitch in your own
Jonathan?
Jokes.
Jonathan, can
Dave.
you hear us?
potion of
Jonathan?
superior healing.
I don't think he can hear us.
And
I'm gonna
after
type it in
pulling out a
chat.
calculator,
Oh,
I'm gonna
he's,
mark off 750.
He's taking control, so.
Jokes. Can you hear us? Dokol.
He must have logged out or something and logged back in. Okay, potion.
Okay.
I think we
Jonathan,
took
can you
care-
hear us?
Anyone else on the healings?
Can you hear us?
Jonathan, can
Can
you
you
hear us,
hear us?
Jonathan?
Oops.
Good gravy.
Nickel
At least it's
difficult
not me
ties.
this time.
John, can you hear
Jonathan,
us?
can you hear us? Tommy, can you hear me?
You wanna
Uh-oh.
drop the bomb? He just took all our money, bought a bunch of shit, and disappeared.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Love
goodness.
we only had about 12 minutes before we were going to have to quit anyway, so we're going to call it for tonight. And
Okay.
we will we'll figure out what you guys bought offline.
I just need the crossbow bolts next. Whatever we
Well,
do.
you don't get them here. You get them at the
Yeah,
outfitters.
the-
So
the
that'll
sim-
wait till
Yeah,
Outfitters.
next time.
Okay.
yeah, and also I want to try to unload some crushed black pearl and some what is it? Dragon scales and Garisto horn and some of those things.
We can
Sexiest thing I've ever heard. I
See
will
how much-
unleash my Garisto.
Maybe he wants to buy
horn.
some Mithras stone from us for large amounts
No,
of
no, no,
cash.
no, no. We hold on to that. That's not
Yeah,
going
if you're going to
anywhere.
go get more of that, you have to find a way over there, first of all. And second,
Yeah.
you're probably going to have to find or fight more wasteland dragons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that again.
Yeah, we can do it. Depends on how much this stuff is worth. You know, I mean,
It's worth a
Well,
lot.
you got enough that you needed to for the ritual to imprison Shaldor. You took a chunk to give to Kypernia, and then you took some more to fasten have crafted onto your weapons,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you took. So if you're going to try to sell that stuff, you're looking at selling the stuff that you took to for your weapons.
Well, maybe now's when we should get it crafted to our weapons before we go back out.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
Point of
Well,
order.
sounds like we can do that after the stop. But I definitely want to sell
I will make a
the
note.
Garisto parts and the dragon scales.
Yeah, you'll be able to
and
sell all that type stuff while you're
Yeah.
in
And
town.
right, in big letters. Mithril stone on weapon.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call it a night here, though, since
All right.
Stokes is
Thanks, Trey.
impaired. You're right, or you're welcome.
Thank you.
No, you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
You are right, Peg.
You're welcome.
You are correct, sir.
And we will see everybody next week.
Woohoo! Nice.
I love you.